Hey friends, and welcome to this week's energy upgrade and spiritual guidance. If this had a title, I would title it Embracing Emotional Waves with Purpose. This week of February really holds a powerful blend of releasing and renewal. And if you've been tuning in for a while, you have heard me say before that when we release something, it's very important that we have to replace it with something. So as we move through this week, there's a really strong call for you to ground into your intentions. What have you been saying? What have you been speaking over your life? Because this is where your emotions are going to go towards. You might be experiencing this week more emotional resistance. There's going to be this bubbling going on, and it's great. It's really, really great. This means that there's newness coming to the surface that you didn't know about. Maybe it's your subconscious, and so it's wanting to be purged out of you. So let it purge. If you don't like it, your team is saying, change it. No problem. You have that power. So there is this undercurrent happening where there's just our emotions are stirring, okay? Especially as an empath that you are, a deep feeler, a very sensitive, beautiful soul. There's this stirring of insecurities happening. We've kind of felt it last week, and now this week we're seeing more of it. It's intensifying, and there's even a stubbornness in wanting to change, okay? So this is happening for you, and I'm sharing this for you so that you can move through it. Don't get stuck on it, okay? We also have Taurus energy, which is a beautiful grounded energy that is creating some stability for us. So we have stability and we have an undercurrent that might be kicking and screaming a little bit. Sometimes that's how I feel, is like I could see the vision for my life and I'm like, okay, that's great. Yeah, love it. But underneath there's my ego where I'm like kicking and screaming and I don't want to, 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 I'm scared. But the guidance this week is to walk the walk anyways. And if you're listening to this, it's likely that you're going to feel this way this week also. So how you are best to navigate it. So that's what's going to go on in the energy and how to navigate it. This is the fun part of tuning in to me, is I get to share how you can navigate through it. First, emotional grounding, they're saying. Really notice what you're clinging to. Notice the fear that's coming up. Ooh, I just have like shakes through me. There's just going to be so much movement happening through you. And move it, okay? Like, get some exercise, go for a walk, shake it out. Like, just shake it out in your room or wherever feels good. Just keep shaking it. That's what they're showing me, is just keep moving this energy. Because you're going to be noticing that you'll be clinging to your comfort zone, but that's not going to bring you security. They're saying it's going to bring you a false sense of security. Oh, I just feel all kinds of sensation in your body. So I don't know if you are feeling that too, but this is a really great time to practice some grounding rituals. Some breath work, some stillness. We love being active, right? But grounding is when we get to be still and feel the peace again. If you're new to this concept of grounding, or you're very familiar with it, maybe you're just wanting a tune-up, maybe just want some more information about it, I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks and tools in my free masterclass coming up. So mark the day. It's on Sunday, March 2nd. It's a Sunday. I'm really excited. Really going to be a place where we can build community again. I could give you these tools and just show you how to walk the walk again. This is for people that are deep feelers and that are seeking their purpose in life, and especially in the depths of the emotions that you feel, because we're a different breed. We feel a lot of things, and that's our superpower. We were taught to suppress our intuition or our big vision or that ancient wisdom within you, and I want to reactivate that because it's safe for you to use the remembering that is bubbling within you. You are going through a spiritual awakening likely, and I'm seeing that you're outgrowing your life. relationships feel weird, your job feels weird, your habits feel weird, everything just feels a little bit weird and not in alignment. So mark your calendar for this masterclass Sunday evening. You'll see me share it a little bit more, but please sign up because I do want to keep it a nice group size so that I can get to any questions that you have also. So comment just masterclass below here and I'll send you the link if you're listening. And then another guidance for how you can navigate through this week. So giving me the word reevaluation. So they're sharing that your mind is going to be very heightened. Maybe in conversations, unexpected messages, some nudges, and there's going to be some old beliefs and patterns coming up, especially around relationships and self-worth. I want to tell you a secret. I did not have good self-worth for many, 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 many years. And now it's one of the big ways that I help people because I know what it feels like to feel low and almost worthless. And there's a secret in this because I didn't know that I felt worthless. I felt pretty good about myself, I'd say, but it's in my behaviors. I was always giving excessively. I was always helping excessively. Self-worth showed up for me in the sense of driving myself to the ground day in and day out and not replenishing myself. So that's just one subtle way. I'll get into my story more later, but now I know how to take care of myself. I know how to be held. I know when I need support, and I know when I'm giving too much or when I'm people pleasing. It's not serving that person or me. I'm just trying to avoid discomfort. So if this resonates with you, we're also going to be talking about that in the masterclass. But lastly, the big message for you this week, friend, is courageous vulnerability. And it's beautiful because I feel like I'm just sharing these parts of you, and I hope that it resonates with you because I know that I'm not alone in it, and I want you to know that you're not alone with it also. So as this moon is shifting more and more, it's going from Gemini to Cancer in the middle of the week. There's this emotional tide, they're saying, that's going to rise. And it's okay for you to feel deeply. That's the purpose of it. The moon brings things out in us. And I don't know if you've paid attention before, but your emotions, your patterns are quite cyclical, they're saying. So you might be getting repeated visions, dreams, feelings, the sensations, relationships, conversation. This is showing up if you pay attention with the moon cycle. So it's okay to feel really deeply and to channel your sensitivity with this authentic expression rather than retreating and going to solitude. I know solitude is your comfort zone. Solitude is my comfort zone. I love being in a space of just peace, and then I also love being around people and getting rowdy and partying and having a lot of fun. Also, it's a message for you, and I keep hearing this from people, so I'm bringing that forward, is don't take life so seriously. When's the last time that you had fun? Maybe you got to put fun on your calendar and less of the laundry list of things you have to do. So I'm adding that to your list. Go have fun. Add that to the to-do list. So this week there is this authentic expression coming through to you. So honor that. And also this is a message we're going to share. It just feels like this week is all lining up to the masterclass I was guided to give for you. So lastly, I feel like I said lastly before, but there is one final piece, that there is orbs of light around you. This is confirmation that you are getting guidance and downloads, and it's safe for you to trust your intuition. Trust the numbers that you're getting. But there's a piece that they want me to inform you of, is that your mind is so powerful. It's so strong. It's so powerful. You are such a wise person. But with that wisdom has to come discernment, they're saying. And your mind can be really, really bright, or they're saying it can be a really dark place for you to live. So this week, really pay attention to if your mind is steering you to the benefit or if it's being dark and disruptive. And dark and destructive, they're saying also, Your mind is truly your greatest asset. And as you go on this spiritual journey, your mind will awaken to new things, and then you have to ground that into reality. And that's where my specialty comes in. Is I love being in the spiritual world, this mystic world and all the woo-woo. But the best part is I know how to live in the spiritual world and ground it into this earth, because that's the purpose. I see a lot of people do spiritual bypass where like everything is hunky-dory all the time and they have this false positivity and they always just jump to gratitude instead of feeling it. We need to feel through it, move through it, assess it, notice all the stuff that comes on, and keep moving forward, okay? Your mind is like this weapon that you get. It liberates you, and especially when you can use the mind with your spiritual practice, it leads to this devotion of just inner peace that actually exists. So if any of this resonates with you, please comment below what parts stood out for you. And I hope to see your beautiful face in the masterclass on March 2nd. But lastly, let me pray over you. So take a deep breath. Feel your feet, feel your bum wherever you are. Feeling all the sensations in your body and just letting them calm down. And all the angels, guides, loved one on the other side that can help you the most, I ask that you bring peace and healing and discernment to whoever is listening to this right now. Please let their mind liberate them. Please let their mind be a place of lightness and rejuvenation. And may they just see the light within the world, as the world needs so much more light and healing as ever before. And I know that if you're listening to this, that you are one of those wise people that is being called to awaken yourself to bring more light into this world. So I pray that over you, that you can walk the walk and talk the talk and feel the emotions with vulnerable expression. So for all this and so much more, from my light to your light, I see you, and I hope to see you another time. And just trust embracing these emotional waves of purpose this week. Bye for now.